Let's be honest. How many people thought you are getting nothing out of those two games? Michael Carrick was the manager. I, for one, did not think we were getting any point from those games. But guess what? We have qualified for the Champions League as the group leaders and have taken 1 point from Stamford Bridge. And a game that we should have won. Wanbissaka brought that penalty, but we are not pointing fingers at anyone. But let's talk about the game. Jadon Sancho, some of the positives that we saw, Jadon Sancho is finally off the mark. Michael Carrick has some tactical nose. There was some organizations. The defense was pretty good. David De Gea always saving us. So those are some of the positives that we saw. So Jadon Sancho is finally off the mark at Manchester United. He needed that goal, and he got it at Villarreal, where we won 2-0 on the night, qualifying for the Champions League round of 16. Jadon Sancho is a player that we have looked for over 2 years and is now giving us what we bought him for. That goal, he took it off from Jorginho and he had the composure to finish it off. Had he passed to Marcus Rashford, maybe it will have been offside, but thank God he had the composure to finish off. He had that drop of the shoulder to make Mendy guess what was coming, but he finished well. Another thing we have not seen in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team is that the defensive organization was pretty good. We have conceded 22 goals so far, but in the last 2 games, Michael Carrick at the helm of everything, we have looked defensively sound. Bailey and Lindelof were very good yesterday. Wanbissaka sometimes was poor in attack, but defensively he was sound. Alex Telles did his best. Matic was there screening the defense, and David De Gea did his part, saving that from Hudson-Odoi, which was a crucial moment in the game. Because in the first 10 minutes, if we have conceded that goal, it will have meant that we throw everything that we have planned out of the window and go gung-ho. And that is not a good thing when you are playing a very big game like Chelsea. David De Gea did his part. He saved that from Hudson-Odoi. And the defense did their part too. We've had a defensive issues since the start of the season. We are the team with the most goals conceded, if not the third. So it was good to see that we have some organization, some structure with and without the ball. In that first half, we have soaked up pressure. We were sitting behind the ball. I think we had three passes in the opposition's half in the first 30 minutes or so. So that is something Michael Carrick has worked with. Even in Villarreal, we were poor in the first 60 minutes until Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes came, and we took the game on its scruff and won it. So that was the game plan. I think Michael Carrick had a game plan whereby he wanted the first half a 0-0, then he goes to the second half, the boys talked, and the second half could not start any better. Jadon Sancho scored that goal, and everything was going until the 68th minute, when wanbissaka did that thing to Thiago Silva, and Anthony Taylor pointed to the penalty spot. And David De Gea could not save this time. He saved 3 penalties this season, a poor record in the penalty saves. You remember how we lost in that Europa League final, where David De Gea could not save any of the 11 penalties he faced that night. Yesterday, Jorginho was at fault, and he scored that penalty past David De Gea. Generally, Chelsea were a better team than us. They had 22 attempts as compared to our, so was it 6 attempts? Yes, they were very good, but they only tested David De Gea once or twice. Hudson-Odoi and who else? Varane, I think. Generally, it was an even game, but Manchester United will be gutted not to have won that game after going forward from that Sancho goal. It was purely placed for us to win. With the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being sacked, how the team is, I'm happily taking that 1 point from Chelsea at Stamford Bridge and qualifying for the Champions League as the group leaders. So let's do some rating of the players. The 11 was David De Gea, the back 4 of Wanbissaka, Victor Lindelof, Eric Bailly, Alex Telles. We had 4 midfielders in Nemanja Matic, McTominay, Fred and Bruno Fernandes. Jadon Sancho and Rashford started as the 2 strikers. So David De Gea, I'll give him a 7 out of 10 rating because of that crucial save he gave us. Wanbissaka, I give him 4. He made that block to deny Varane from scoring. Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof were immense in the heart of the defense, I'm both giving them 6 out of 10. Alex Telles, I'm giving him an average of 5. In the middle of the pack, Nemanja Matic was average, but he did his best in screening that defense. I'm giving him 6 out of 10. McTominay was handed man of the match by Sky Sports. But in general, I think he could have done better in terms of his passes. He played a lot of sideways passes and backward passes. And at some point, even Fred was angry with him for playing the ball backwards instead of forward. So Scott McTominay was given the man of the match, and courtesy of that, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. I think I'm being generous with that. But let's go. Fred was immense. I know some Man United fans are still crucifying the man, but without the position, that guy is very good. His general positioning was well, but there's something that he did when Mendy gave him that ball on a silver platter. I think he should have passed it to Cristiano Ronaldo or Lingard, but he decided to go with a chip, and it will have been 2-1. Imagine 87th minutes. I think that ball, if he had given to Cristiano Ronaldo, we will win that game 2-1. Fred, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 too. And who else? Bruno Fernandes was poor on the night. I don't know what's happening to Bruno Fernandes. And Jadon Sancho substitution, I think Michael Carrick did a mistake on that too. He should have substituted Bruno Fernandes for Cristiano Ronaldo and leave Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho to help when Cristiano Ronaldo up front. Bruno Fernandes was poor, and I'm giving him a rating of 4. Jadon Sancho, a scorer, his first Premier League goal against his boyhood club Chelsea. It doesn't get better than that. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Marcus Rashford was great too on the night with Jadon Sancho up front. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Cristiano Ronaldo did come in the 70th minute also. He did not have much service. He was not involved in the game a lot. So I'm giving him a 4 out of 10. I hope I'm not crucified for that. Van der Beek did not have much touches, but I'm giving him a 4 out of 10. Who else? Lingard was trying to impress in the latter stages of the game. I'm giving him an average of 5 out of 10. So what do you think about that rating of the matches, the players I mean, and what do you think? And do you think Michael Carrick should have done better with any of the selections of his player? Do you think Michael Carrick should have started Cristiano Ronaldo instead of benching him? So tell me in the comment section below. Until the next video, bye bye.